Next up is your school experience and looking at your current school, so the one you are looking to be assessed in, and also your previous school experience. So ideally, it would be your last school experience, but it doesn't have to be. I know some people have moved from school to school, and maybe it might not be the previous school that is the one that you are looking to have your second school experience in. So first of all, you need to list the full school name in English. So whether it's if it's a Chinese name, just list it in English. So it can be in Pinyin or any other language. Make sure it's listed in English. Correct school address, postcode, all those details. Make sure that they are correct. The current school number, so that can be the office number. The named contact at school. So this doesn't necessarily have to be the person that is also going to be your mentor, but if your mentor is happy to put their contact number in there, and also the school address, school email address, and put it in there. If not, then it could be the current head or the PA to the head or somebody at the school that the university can contact if required. Realistically, they're not going to be contacting the school because they're going to be speaking directly with you and also your mentor. So don't worry about this too much, but just make sure it's listed as correct. Next one, school URN, local authority, and also school Ofsted ratings. Those are all non-applicable, so just don't worry about those. Date employment began, so when did you start your current contract? So whether that's September last year or September 2019 or whatever, just list when you started your current contract. Make sure that's correct. Age range is covered by the school, so if it's 3 to 18 school, so if it's a K to 12 school, make sure that's listed. If it's just a high school, then it could be 11 to 18. Just make sure you have the age ranges covered by the school. This is not the age ranges covered by you teaching. Okay, so this is the whole age ranges covered by the school. So if it's a K to 12 school, make sure you put the correct age phases that are applicable there. Curriculum or curriculums taught by the school. So again, list all of the curriculums taught by the school, not necessarily the ones that you are teaching. So if it's IGCSE, if it's an international curriculum, it's IB, US, Canadian, UK, you list them. I know a lot of schools, especially in China, they will be teaching multiple curriculums at the same time. Just put them in. It's not a big deal. Just make sure that they are in there. School affiliations, so whether it's COBIS, BSO, CIS, Fabicia, IB, whatever affiliation, could be ACAMIS. Just put in the affiliations. If there are no affiliations, then don't put them in. But if there are, try to put them in there. Especially if they are British or international affiliations. So details of your current role in the school. Again, this is really important. Try to be as detailed as possible. Try to say what you are teaching, who you are teaching, what age groups you are teaching, whether you have specific responsibilities, whether you're a head of department, whether you're a head of year, head of house, whether you're in charge of ECAs, you name it, you put it in there. You can put them in bullet points, that's fine. It doesn't matter how detailed it is. The more detailed, the better. Specific subjects taught, curriculum taught, the ages that you are teaching. Really be as detailed as possible in this part as you can. Obviously, we don't want to be writing a whole thesis about it, but if you have to put in 10 bullet points, then put in 10 bullet points. Don't worry about it too much. Details of your second school. Again, this is the one that you want it to be assessed. It doesn't necessarily have to be the last school that you're in. So if the last school that you're in maybe was an in-between job, one that you got during COVID times, or one that you don't necessarily want to be listed on this form, do not worry. Make sure that the one you are listing here is the one you want it to be assessed. So it needs to be an appropriate school. It needs to be teaching the same subject in the same age phase or the same curriculum as you're teaching currently. So think about which one's the best one to put in there. And also, it's really important that this contact and this information for this school is correct and up to date. Because if they can't contact the second school, it's going to be really a real problem for you. So make sure that this information is all up to date and correct. Cheers.